Hey guys, so before I start today's video, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who dropped comments or sent me messages regarding the last video that we uploaded, essentially my return to YouTube. I was so nervous with posting this video because I did not know how people were going to take it, how they were going to perceive the video, or if anybody was even going to see it to begin with, because the YouTube channel is very dead, so who knows, maybe it was just going to be me screaming into the void for 11 minutes, and there was no one there. That could have actually happened, but I have read through all of your comments and all of your messages. Thank you so much for saying all those nice things about how I affected you in some way. That means such a great deal to me because I think that stuff is the thing that will last. How I've affected you guys means a great deal more to me than the videos that I've uploaded. It's the content and how what you guys took away from the videos that makes it great. So thank you so much for that. Let's jump into the video and let's talk about it. What I want to talk about today is a little bit of a deeper subject and a little bit more of a serious video. I don't want to set this precedent where all the content now is going to be kind of heavy and it's got to be bigger questions. Like I want to upload just funny gaming videos as well. But I also want to take this opportunity with me returning to actually actually stick to my guns here and talk about some stuff that's been bothering me. Like, yes, I want to share my successes with you guys, but I also want to share some stuff that's been troubling me to hopefully maybe help someone out there, or maybe once again just kind of speak into the void and just kind of use it as a therapy for myself. Just kind of hear myself say everything that I want to say. And maybe some people can take something away from that, from the comments, from watching. That is the grand idea. That is the big idea with this. But so what I think I've been suffering with for a long time is something called imposter syndrome. Now, the definition for imposter syndrome goes as follows: a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their skill, talents, or accomplishments and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. Now, that might be a lot of words to explain something that is really simple, but if you guys don't know what imposter syndrome is, that is the literal definition of the phrase, of the expression. And when thinking about this and wanting to talk about this, I ask myself, like, where do I start? Where do I start explaining what I've gone through and what's the starting point here, really? All right. And my logical reasoning with myself is to start from the very beginning. And if you go back to very early YouTube days, I can look back in my time doing YouTube and doing streaming and acknowledge to myself that I've done a lot of work. I have spent so much time editing, so much time rendering, uploading, fixing tags, fixing YouTube outro and YouTube end cards and all this stuff. And with streaming, I've put in so many hours on streaming. So no doubt have I put in the time. But I also feel like it's this, everybody knows that luck plays in to whatever you're doing. And for the longest time, I couldn't really come to terms with the fact that I am in the position that I am. And I felt for the longest time that, yeah, kind of like, you know, the definition said, the fear of being exposed as a fraud. And it's not that I'm trying to deceive anyone. I think with that side of things, maybe it sounds like I'm trying to deceive, but it's more like I don't deserve to be in the situation that I'm in. Like having an audience, having people that watch. Why did I make it and other people did not? Because there's many other people that are very good at what they do, all right, and have a very promising start, but for whatever reason, they never take off, they lose motivation, and they stop. I've talked to my family about it. I think I've addressed it to my mom, and she's been very supportive. She's always been so supportive. Even when there's many times, you have no idea, there's many times I've gone to my mom and I've said, I want to stop this now. I want to stop doing YouTube and stop doing streaming because whatever, I hit a bump in the road. I've lost motivation. It's not fun, especially around the time I uploaded a lot of Modern Warfare 3. And not only uploaded, but I streamed a lot of Modern Warfare 3. And it was like 1 or 2 years into Modern Warfare 3. So it was like new Call of Duties had come out. But I was so burnt out on doing the same thing because people expected me to do the same thing. So I burnt out and I lost motivation. It turned into clocking in and clocking out instead of like I have this amazing job where I get to play video games for a living, which anybody would kill for. And I would come to her and I'd be like, well, that's it, Mom. Like after this week, or I'm going to run this month out and I'm going to be done. And she told me, no, you're not. You would be foolish to give up this opportunity. You're going to take this job opportunity that you've been given, all right, that you've earned, and you're going to bust your ass until you can't no more. Then you can take a quote-unquote normal job. You can take a desk job. You can take a job at a grocery store or whatever. You can pursue other jobs then. But you need to take this opportunity and run with it for as far as you can. And when you can't make it happen anymore, that's when you decide to change path and try something new. And she convinced me. And she convinced me to stay. So it's been this journey of like losing motivation, gaining motivation, losing motivation, gaining motivation. And obviously doing my switch from Call of Duty content specifically, or let's say first-person shooter content, to everything. That was going to be a hurdle that I would have to cross, right? There's been so many, I've had a lot of talks with a lot of different streamers and friends about this. Like the hurdle of, you're known as one thing, right? You're known as the guy that's really good at Call of Duty. That's how people know me. Or a lot of people know me as like, or, you know, does fitness. You know, a lot of people have seen the fitness motivation transformation video, and people see me as the guy that made it, right? But what about now? What if I've gained weight all of a sudden? Now I don't fit the mold of the fitness guy anymore. And I don't do first person shooter, and I'm not like really good at it anymore because I don't spend the same amount of time on it. Now all of a sudden, I'm neither of those things. It's almost like you're losing a part of yourself. You're losing your identity with who you are. And that's a scary thing. Because then you're constantly reminded by people that, hey man, I love when you did COD. I love when you did the fitness stuff, man. Did you gain weight? Did you lose size? Oh, did you stop working out? It's like a vicious cycle of like everything that was good was turned against me. And I was like, well, I'm not the fitness guy anymore. I'm not the good at Call of Duty guy anymore. And that is the time I really started to doubt myself and really feel the weight of the imposter syndrome. Because I can't really identify with the things that made me big, or that made a lot of people find my content. You know, it's a blessing that people find your content through whatever means. You know, talk about the Woody video that a lot of people bring up. A lot of people found my channel through Woody and Dissecting the Greats, which is nice, right? It's a huge bump for any channel, and I actually got to reach out to Woody and say thank you for that, because it's honestly one of those videos that probably was a pivoting point for me with YouTube. But I don't identify with any of these things anymore. So why do I have the things around me that I have? I still have a channel. I'm still making good money. I'm getting opportunities that I don't feel like I deserve. You have no idea what a strange feeling it is to be invited abroad to go to an event, and I feel like I can't deliver what they want me to deliver. But they've asked me to come. Like, I will do my social posts and I will show up and you know, knock off the stuff that I got to knock off on my to-do list for them. But I don't feel like I am enough worth for them to do that, but yet they want me anyways. But then I go on the trip and I take care of everything. And I like to consider myself professional. I with the companies that I work with and stuff, I try to be on time. I try to do well, and I try to go the extra mile. But what if the extra mile like isn't good enough? And when that starts seeping into your mind, like the not good enough part and I don't deserve these, it's a slippery slope with anything you do, because then you can apply that to anything. Anything you could possibly do in your day-to-day life, well, it's not good enough. And if we can just switch focus to Twitch real quick, I've had such a diehard community. Hopefully many of you guys that listen in right now, you're a part of that Twitch community. You guys have shown me such immense support on this platform, on that platform rather. Like, I've had Twitch employees reach out to me and be like, do you understand what's happening on your channel? That's not normal. Like, with your amount of concurrent viewers, like, you're not supposed to have like quadruple the amount of subs. That's not a normal thing. That's a blessing. Like, what's going on with your community? Is there anything special? And it's like, yeah, they're amazing people that have supported what I've been doing for a long time. And that's times when I did not even believe in myself. But to wrap up this video in a little bit of a positive bow, because I don't want it to all be negative, there is also the light in the tunnel, if you will. And that is that lately it has felt really good to do the things that I do. I don't doubt myself as much anymore. Yes, that kind of comes and goes a little bit. I get hit with like the thought of I shouldn't be in this position that I am. But instead of feeling a negative connotation with that, I instead feel I'm so happy that I'm still being given this opportunity to still be here, to still do this thing. And I'm just excited for new challenges. I'm excited for the year to come. And I'm excited for the stuff that we can do and the stuff that we can talk about. I don't know, from uploading the last video, I just feel like there's this lid that's come off. And all of a sudden, I have all these grand ideas for stuff I want to talk about. Like, once again, I want to have deeper dives like this into something that bothers me. And I want to do just silly gaming content as well. I want to have a mix of both. Usually in the past, I haven't felt like that's possible. But why not? Why can't you have both? Why can't you have the cookie and eat it too? Which, by the way, I hate that expression. Have the cookie and eat it too. Or have the cake and eat it too. Who wouldn't want to have... Why would you want to have a cake or a cookie and not eat it? It doesn't make any logical sense. But anyways, friends, that's got to be it for this video. I hope you can take something with it. The final thought on these videos is this. They might not have an end solution. They might not have an ending, really. It might just be me rambling for a minute or many minutes about something that's bothering me. And then we kind of put an end to the video. And maybe we discuss it in the comments if you guys want to. I don't want to overthink this video to the point where I feel like I need to have an answer. Because to some questions and some concerns and some problems, I may not have the answer myself. And maybe I just want to vent a little bit and ramble on. But my friends, that's got to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Later. Bye-bye.